If you just wandered in here, maybe you didn't hear me earlier and you're wondering what the hell is going on this side of the bar. Well, you're in Reggie's Music Joint. My name is Zach Fetter. I am your host of the open mic here every single Monday night. If you're a musician that is in the house and you're looking to play some tunes tonight, please come up and sign up in my bucket. I have it right here. I have cards and pens. You'll write your name on the card, drop it in the bucket. Please do that before 9 o'clock, because at 9 o'clock I start the late bucket. Why do I have a late bucket? So I can get through the early bucket first. Anyone who signs up after 9 will not go before somebody who signs up before 9. I know we're stoned, but does that make sense to y'all? Somebody say yeah. Okay, we're getting it. Peter, come on stage, let's figure it out. Hey, yo!
Oh, really? I thought it was a comedy open mic. Here you go, buddy. I drew you some pretty pictures. One was of my cat.
Oh, dude, these are fucking awesome.
I don't usually draw. I'm more.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. You hang tight right there for a second, Peter. But anybody else signed up and you're a comedian, this is not a comedy mic. I'm supposed to keep comedy to the other mic that happens at Reggie's. There's a comedy open mic that happens here. This is for music. But since you're already on the stage, since I'm stoned and feeling very friendly, and you gave me this cool picture of all this stuff on it, I think that let's give you my.
I'll try to keep it clean, everybody. Trust me.
Oh, you can keep it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You want to do about 7 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that?
Sure.
That work for you?
Kind of working out some stuff.
All right. So
Here,
hold on 1 second. I'll introduce you. Going up right after you, though, let's go ahead and get this planned out. Martin Jones, do whatever you need to do, and I'll see you in just a few minutes. Guys, can we kind of do something weird and off the beaten path for us? Can we hear some stand-up comedy real fast? Let me say yeah. All right, welcome to the stage. I love meeting new people on Monday nights, and tonight's no fucking different. For the first time ever on a Monday, comedy with Peter Cat Dad. Let's do it.
Hi, everybody. Let's go at Reggie's Rock Club. I was happy in the haze of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job, then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought this was karaoke. I forgot my guitar at home. But you know what they say, life imitates art. Because why do I waste my time for people who don't care if I live in or die? Thank you so much. Well, my name is actually Pedro, but I like to go by Peter because usually when I tell people my name Pedro, it starts Pedro and then it sounds something like Paco, or Pancho, or Pablo, or Puto, Pendejo, Pinche Perro. I really don't like the last one because I'm more of a cat guy. I'm going to try to keep this like my sex life pretty brief. If you can't tell by looking at me, I'm actually a metalhead. Yeah. But not literally. Because that would make me a robot. And I am not AI. But as a metalhead, one of my favorite bands of all time, fucking Kiss, bro. Now, if you guys don't know who Kiss are, back in the day, a lot of parents did not like them because they were deemed satanic and scary because they would go around with this black and white devil satanic like makeup. There was one guy that was a cat, by the way, my favorite member. I love Peter Chris. But have you guys ever seen them without their makeup on? Now that's scary. Please put the makeup back on. This Easter I was hanging out with my nieces and nephews, and my nephew drew a picture of an angel slaying the devil. And then he's like, hey, Tio, can you use your AI app to make this look more realistic? I'm like, sure. So I flip the page over and I hand it right back to him. He's like, what's this? It's because, I'm sorry, there's no such thing as the devil or angels or Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny or the Queen of England. They're all made up. As a smoker, they don't usually tell you of the other underlying dangers of smoking, not just the black lungs and, I like that part. But if you find yourself in the outside battling the elements, at first it becomes kind of, okay, freezing to death isn't that bad. It's nice and slow, you can fall asleep. But then you see a lightning strike of minivan and it explodes right in front of you, and all you can really do is stand there like, man, that was a close one. I need to buy myself a lottery ticket.
What?
Statistically, I should be dead, but I guess I still have shit to do. And don't get me wrong, as I actually do like life, and I like my life. When I was younger, I used to go around with a YOLO attitude, cupping air duster, taking cough medicine, eating Arby's. Hell yeah. But now I gotta make sure that somebody's around to take care of my cat, or at least feed the guy. God forbid I forget to feed him. It makes me feel like my dad. Meow! I'm hungry! You still have food in your plate! Finish your food! I got one last thing to address. Have you guys heard of this story of a quadriplegic who shot and killed somebody?
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy, man. Now, I don't advocate for violence, but now you know. Don't fuck with the quadriplegics. They can shoot and fucking kill you. But they didn't catch you red-handed. I got one last joke for y'all. It's more of a cover. I heard it when I was a kid. And I'm going to share it with y'all. There's a guy who goes running every morning at a park in front of his house. And in that park, there's a lake. And one day, while jogging through the park, around the lake, he sees a quadriplegic girl crying and staring into the lake. So he stops and says, what seems to be the problem? And she looks up at him and says, I've never been hugged before. So he goes, oh, don't worry about it, I got you. Oh, thank you so much, thank you. Oh, don't worry about it. Goes off, next day comes, runs in the park, around the lake, runs into the quadriplegic girl crying and looking into the lake. He's like, well, what seems to be the problem? Well, what's wrong now? Oh, it's just, I'm a little embarrassed. I've never been kissed before. So he looks at her and he's like, oh man, I don't know. Kissing a girl with no arms and no legs. You know what? Okay. Oh my God, thank you. Oh, really? Don't mention it, really. So he runs off. Next day comes, runs into the quadriplegic girl, crying and looking into the lake again. So he stops and asks her, what's wrong? Why are you crying? I thought you would feel better after all that stuff I did for you. And she says, oh, it's just, I'm really embarrassed. I've never been fucked before. So he stops and he looks at her for 2 seconds and says, you know what? Okay, I got you. She looks up and says, really? Yeah, don't worry about it, I got you. So he steps in front of her. He picks her up and throws her into the lake. You're fucked now.
Guys, one more time for Peter.
Thank you, everybody.
Hold on, Peter. Do you smoke weed, my friend?
Si, senor.
Take this. Thank you so much for coming up here, being brave. It's hard to do comedy in the music space. Appreciate you coming out. I'll tell you this much. There is a comedy mic that happens every Saturday here at midnight. Please come back for that. I like your energy. You got the Carnation. You fuck with computer duster, cough syrup, and Arby's. I fuck with that. One more time for Peter Cat Dad.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming out. Martin Jones, make your way to the stage. Let's get back to the music.